What's up, Bills Mafia? I got 5 takeaways from the Bills' 31-7 win over the Denver Broncos in the AFC wildcard game. But before we get to that, let's get to that intro.
That means that we punched our ticket to go try to win a Super Bowl, and that's it. We got one game at a time, starting at 1 o'clock on Sunday. Love y'all, boys. Love you. Love you. I'll go to war with every single one of you, every game, all right? Love you, 1-7. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Win.
Yeah. Please tell me that I can't, that I won't, that I fail, that I'll never make it out, yeah. Please tell me all the bad, never good, fill my head full of every single doubt, yeah. Please say any negative thoughts, I pop off when I hear people say I cannot. I get off to the thought of proving everyone wrong, I won't stop to the top, so you better back off and get lost. I'ma stay loud, stay proud, never running out, never heading south. I'll be spreading out, call it word of mouth, can't put me down, I'll be getting loud. You can have me douse, not what I'm about, have your fucking cloud. It be raining now, I keep making sound, go another round, bitch I'm legend bound, can't stop me now. You don't wanna fuck with me, a slow burn like a disease. Just tell me that I can and show you things that you couldn't believe. Just tell me that I can. 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 It's showtime.
Welcome to the Mafia Sports Report. I am Tommy. Please like, subscribe, hit that notification bell because I always forget to tell you. What is up, Bills Mafia? Happy Victory Monday to you. Boy, did the Bills spank those Denver Broncos 31-7. It didn't start off great, giving up 7 real quick to the Denver Broncos, and it had Sean Payton with a nice smile, smug look on his face. But after that, they got a whopping 0 points. And, man, the Buffalo Bills offensively and defensively, boy, they locked in after that beginning of, after that touchdown by the Denver Broncos. It was just an ass whooping, a slow ass whooping. It didn't start off too hot for the Buffalo Bills offense because the red zone wasn't very good in this game. But, boy, the second half, just offensively, it got going. Now, it's one thing I will say I need to see better from the Buffalo Bills going against the Ravens next weekend is the red zone efficiency. I need to see touchdowns in the red zone. I believe we were 1 for 5 or 1 for 4 in this game. Unacceptable. Unacceptable. You want better than that. So let's go ahead and get to this. I got 5 takeaways to go ahead and show you guys. Once again, shout out to Bills Wire for creating this article. All right, here we go. 5 takeaways. All around Allen. By no means was a superhero Josh Allen. That was okay. The Bills didn't need it. The all-around standard Allen experience got the job done. Early on, Allen used his feet to extend drives and move the ball downfield. As the game rolled on, the quarterback started to use his arm more. Allen ended up throwing 2 touchdown passes with excellent efforts from receiver Ty Johnson and Curtis Samuel. Allen finished the outing 20 for 26 with 272 yards. And I believe the first half, Allen only had like 75 yards passing, something like that. And he had a much better second half throwing the ball. It was really just, and we've been a much better second half team this season. And we really weren't a good second half team for a long time. But I would say over the last 2 years or year and a half, really when Joe Brady took over, our second half adjustments have been so much better. And you see it this season with both offensively and defensively. So you got to give credit where credit is due, and that's to Joe Brady, it's to Bobby Babich, and obviously Sean McDermott as well. So, Allen didn't start off hot, but he finished, blazing, right? Like, he had a hell of a second half performance. And by the way, shout out to Curtis Samuel, who showed up, right? He really hasn't done much this season, but that play there, what you saw there is exactly why they signed him, right? Because of his speed, because of his, the way he can make defenders miss, right? He's shifty and he's fast. And that's what we wanted. That's what we expected. And once again, I will go back to his injury, the turf toe thing to start the season. I believe that set him back. I think the right thing the Bills should have done is probably put him on IR to start the season, or at least the PUP list, something like that, and have him miss the first at least month while he rehabs that injury, because he just never got going. And I do believe that was partially it. And maybe even the other part is Joe Brady's offense, just the way it's so spread out. He just really couldn't get Curtis Samuel going. But I think it's a mixture between both. And now that you see Curtis Samuel a little bit more healthier, matter of fact, if you look at the past month of football, I would say you see Curtis Samuel getting a little bit more involved with the offense. So that tells me the injury did affect him. And then I believe he got another injury some part of the season. So it seems like he's starting to get healthy, or he is totally healthy now. And that's the kind of plays that we need from Curtis Samuel and other players too. But Curtis Samuel, that's why we signed you, right? To make plays like that. So it was good to see that. And Ty Johnson, holy shit. I mean, guys, I'll be honest with you. I did not expect Ty Johnson to be this effective in the offense as he has all season long. Honestly, like when we re-signed him as the third running back, I was like, whatever, okay, cool. I like what I saw last year, but he's a third down. Like, he's not going to provide much, as far as offensively. He's not going to be anything, spectacular. He's a depth guy, and he has turned way more into a depth guy. He's making plays out there like he's a damn receiver. I mean, go back to some of his games this year. Not easy catches he's making. Like, unbelievable diving catches. And that touchdown, I have no idea how he, controlled the ball, controlled it all the way down to the ground, right? Maintained control and stayed in bounds at the same time. Crazy. I mean, top receivers make that kind of play. And I don't think he's given enough credit for what he's done this year. And I hope they re-sign Ty Johnson, because, man, he is. I'm going to tell you what. Let me tell you something. Josh Allen definitely uses him in the offense. Like, he trusts him in the offense, right? Like, Josh Allen, for me, like, what I've noticed from Josh is it takes him a little bit to feel comfortable with some of the players, right? Like, to have that connection, right? Where he's going to throw you the ball consistently, or if there's a big play to be made, he's going your way, right? That chemistry, right? Like, it takes a little bit sometimes. Like, I don't think him and Amari are 100% there yet. I believe they're getting damn close. Same with Keon Coleman. Like, I think it's building, right? But with him and Ty, it just seems like it's there. It's there. Like, and Ty knows where to be when plays are being broken down, when Josh is scrambling, looking for somebody. That same goes to Khalil Shakir. I believe Khalil Shakir and him have that chemistry. Dawson Knox and Josh Allen. I still think Dalton Kincaid and Josh are not 100% there yet, but I would say the top players right now that Josh goes to, that he, like, when he needs a play to be made, the guys that he looks for right now is Khalil Shakir, Dawson Knox, Ty Johnson. Yes, Ty Johnson. And then I would say, I guess Keon Coleman, Dalton Kincaid, and then Keon Coleman, and then Amari Cooper. I think that could change, but I'm just going by what I see on the field, where his go-to guys are. Like, who's his go-to guy when things are breaking down? And that's my order. I gotta say, I mean, look at the games this year. When big plays need to be made, those are the guys he's going to in order. I mean, that's pretty much how I see it. So you guys tell me how you see that. So let's go to the next one. Uh-oh, there we go. All right, James Cook carries it. What really set up Allen was the game James Cook had. The Bills stuck to their run game despite facing a strong Broncos defensive front. Cook thrived. The Bills running back opened the scoring on the ground and went on to surpass 100 yards rushing. He's hot as the postseason rolls on. As a team, Buffalo went over 200 yards on the ground, 210 total. Allen added 46, while Johnson had 44 more. Yeah, Ty Johnson, 44 rushing yards as well, on top of his receiving yards. So Ty Johnson had himself a game. So Ty Johnson, 44 yards rushing, and then he had 26 receiving with the touchdown, right? The dude was just impressive. But going back to Cook, James Cook, man, I got to give him credit, man. Like, you guys know how I feel about James Cook. I think he's a really good running back. But I got to say, this year, James Cook has taken another step forward. I thought he did last year as well. But this year, I'm seeing much better contact balance. He's stronger between the tackles. I feel like his vision has gotten better. He's always had the speed, so that's nothing new. But I just feel like the contact balance and the strength going between the tackles has definitely improved for James Cook, and it's showing. And he had a really good game yesterday, and he could have probably had more yards if we ran him more in the fourth quarter. We didn't. We actually pulled him early. If you guys notice how that game went, Ty Johnson was the running back most of the fourth quarter. It almost feels like Sean McDermott wanted to save him for the Baltimore game. I mean, that's, because we were way up at that point. They could have probably pulled Josh at some point in the fourth quarter as well, earlier on than they did later when they put Mitch in. But it seemed like they just wanted James Cook to get that rest. So, and it's going to be needed because I believe they're gonna rely on James Cook again in that game against Baltimore. So, shout out to James Cook, James Cook got it going on the ground and he never stopped. And real quick, too, before we move on, Denver Bronco fans, guys, listen, you guys are a good team. Like, you guys are a young team, but you're a good team. But it's going to take a little bit more time for you to compete against the big dogs. And I'm not trying to knock you, but you had I could not believe the amount of fans that came in to our pregame show, that came into our Friday Night Lights show, that were just talking a lot of shit. And it's like, bro, do you understand that you're just starting this process of the rebuild, and you got a rookie quarterback, and you're ascending, and that's good. But you're going against a team that's been there, done that. Like, know your place, right? And be humble. That's all. It's okay, right? Like I don't understand how you could be a fan of your team that just got, you weren't even supposed to make the playoffs, put it that way. And for you to be cocky and to talk shit, it didn't make sense. Be humble, know your place. And I don't understand sometimes some of the fans that don't know how to act, right? That don't know how to be humble, that don't know how to be gracious and defeat. Like, I don't get that. And of course, a lot of these Bronco fans, pretty much all of them, that came in, that were talking that shit, and we said, hey, you know what? We're here post-game, win or lose. So if you want, come on back, and we'll have this conversation again. And of course, they didn't show up. Of course not. Because they're sour, they're mad, they're upset. And I get it. But if you're going to take that route, if you're going to go that route and run your mouth, then you know what? Be a man or if you're a woman, whoever you are, and show back up, right? And say, hey, I was wrong. But of course you're not going to do that. Of course you're not. And that's one thing I will tell you guys. I don't talk shit. It's not what I do. I tell you my opinions. I tell you why I believe we're going to win a game. That's not talking shit. That's just an opinion. But I'm not running to other teams' channels and running my mouth and then not showing back up when we lose. So, guys, man, and by the way, I'm expecting this from Baltimore fans this week, for sure. I know they're going to hop on into our chat, and that's fine. But I'm going to tell you right now, be respectful, right? And if you're going to come in, at least have something to say other than the same old bullshit. Who have you played? You haven't played anyone. And by the way, I hate that. I hate that because the Denver Bronco fans are saying the same thing. You haven't played a defense like ours. Who have you really beaten this year? Blah, 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 blah. Stop. Stop it. Why are you doing this? Why are you making a fool of yourself? I just don't understand some fans. I don't get it. Anyways, let's get to the next one. Sorry about that. I just had to speak my mind there, and it's just crazy to me. It's crazy to me. All right, next up. All right. Oh, man, I'm all messing this thing up. All right, next up. I thought I had a better thing. That's okay. All right. Took the punch. Look at Sean McDermott. Head coach Sean McDermott had his team ready and in a perfect mindset on Sunday. The Broncos scored their only points right away. Denver did so as rookie quarterback Bo Nix completed a deep pass for a 7-0 lead. In a fantastic sign, especially in the playoffs, the Bills did not blink. Buffalo's defense locked down the Broncos and kept it close in the first half. The Bills held a 10-7 lead at halftime before the offense started to roll in the second frame. Taking a gut punch against a playoff team and going on to win in a blowout is a huge positive. That's something the Bills could carry with them throughout their postseason run. Absolutely. Absolutely it is. So, look, the Broncos started off great, right? That was an unbelievable play. Troy Franklin, deep bomb. We were caught off guard, and I like I said earlier on in the podcast, the Bills buckled up after that, and they didn't give up a single point after. Our offense, once again, I felt like it was going good throughout the whole game. It just with the red zone work was not the greatest. But then in the second half, it picked up as far as scoring goes. So, yeah, I mean, total as far as red zone goes, guys, let me see here. The red zone, where's the red zone? Because I think we were 1 for 4. I could be wrong. Where is that red zone work? Sorry, guys, I'm looking for the red zone, and I don't see. Oh, here it is. We are 1 for 5, so not good. Now, I will say this. The other red zone drive was when Mitch was in there, and we just kneeled the ball. So I'm going to say 1 for 4, but 1 for 4 is unacceptable. Unacceptable. You need to score there in the red zone. We need to fix that, correct that. And I would say, honestly, that was probably the only negative or the one that sticks out the most in this game was the red zone. Other than that, I mean, I honestly, oh, no, and I take that back. Whoa, hey, hold on. Special teams, terrible. Awful. When I do my grades, that is you already know, that's an automatic F. That's a second time we've given up a fake punt this season. One to the Jets, one to the Broncos. It's unacceptable. I'm shocked that Smiley still has a job here. I cannot believe how bad this special teams unit's been all year. Really over the last 2 years. It's putrid. It's awful. And Sean McDermott continues to keep this guy as special teams coach. And it's not going to change until this guy's gone. Things like this are going to continue to happen because this guy just he can't get it right. You got to fire this guy I mean, obviously it's too late now. Got to roll with him. It's the playoffs. Of course, you could fire him and just make the assistant take over. But they're not going to do that. But you need to fire this guy after the season's over with because it's just you cannot go on like this. It's not getting any better, right? It's getting worse. Matter of fact, it's getting worse. So, all right, next up. Eating up the clock. Man, that guy right there. Khalil Shakir. My God, he's so good, bro. All the success the Bills had on the ground and moving the chains helped them eat up the clock. Buffalo's time of possession doubled Denver's in the end in a 41 to 18 minute. Doing that keeps the defense fresh and the Broncos offense off the field. The easiest recipe for success. Yes, and Sean Payton talked about that in his press conference time possession was really bad for them. And that just goes to show you that the Buffalo Bills running game, that balance that we have right now, is working. Absolutely working. And the offensive line, by the way, give them a big shout out. They did their job and they came to play. Like they were playing. That might have been the best I've seen of the offensive line. I'm not even joking. And maybe I'm wrong, but I just felt like they were playing on a whole other level. They were aggressive, mean. I mean, Alec Anderson was there talking shit, right? Spencer Brown, mean. Like Deion Dawkins was on another level. Like that offensive line, everybody but David Edwards. I got to say, Edwards got blown up by the Allen guy. I mean, blown up when Allen got the sack on Allen. But even, he wasn't terrible. But, man, I would say he's our weakest link. And they should draft a left guard that could, could replace Edwards in the future. But everybody else, my God, like they were playing physical, mean. That's what I want to see from this offensive line. You have to have that. If you have a dominant offensive line that's playing that way, aggressive, mean, dude, you're going to, your recipe for success is going to be there. Because that's it. That's it. You got to win in the trenches. And our defensive line needs to have that same mentality that the offensive line had yesterday. You got to start playing mean, physical, winning in those trenches. And we have, by the way, we're going against a Baltimore team this coming up weekend. Boy, oh boy, both lines better be on their A game. I want to see that. All right, next up. Handling their business. Look at Josh. The Bills came into the wild card weekend as a large favorite at 8.5 points. Buffalo handled their business and showed the Broncos exactly what they want to be. It's the 5th straight year the Bills won at home during wild card weekend. They knew what to do and did it. But next up is a divisional round meeting at Highmark Stadium with the Baltimore Ravens. They're 12-5. So that's the end of that article. And yes, it's going to be a showdown, and it is on a Sunday at 6:30. We have the last game of the division round playoffs, and it's going to be oh my God, it's going to be epic. That's going to be a battle. Y'all know what they did to us earlier in the season. They steamrolled us. Let's be real, right? They took care of business, and we did not. We played like dog shit. Now, we were also missing a lot of players on defense, but I am not trying to go down that road with excuses. The only thing I'll say is we are completely healthy now, and there is zero excuses for this team. I don't want to hear it, but Bills Mafia, if we lose this game, I do not want to hear it. We have every opportunity to win this game. We are healthy. We are at home. We just got off a big victory over the Denver Broncos. Like, we should be riding high right now. And I get Baltimore's riding high too, right? They spanked the Pittsburgh Steelers as well. But once again, we're at home. We're on a roll. We got the best damn quarterback in the NFL. There's no reason right now why we shouldn't beat the Baltimore Ravens. We'll get more into that on Friday Night Lights when me and Mikey break down the game. But it will be a dogfight. Don't get me wrong. And I said this going into the playoffs that there's only one team, and really two. I mean, obviously the Chiefs are thorn on the side. They're the team that we just can't figure out. I get that part. But I'm saying as far as the one team where I feel like they have things that they play a certain way that we have struggled against, and that's the run. They are a physical running team. That is the Baltimore Ravens. They're the only team. The Chiefs aren't physical like that. Right? They're not a running physical team. Baltimore is. And that's the one thing the Bills have struggled against is the run and physical teams that win in the trenches. We need to figure that part out. We need to be on our A game when we play Baltimore. And then if we do, well, then we will play the Chiefs because I do not see the Chiefs losing to the Texans this weekend. And then that'll be a whole nother show. But first things first, we got to handle business at home against the Baltimore Ravens. This is going to be no easy out. Like Baltimore is going to bring their A game as well. So I need to see much better red zone efficiency from the Buffalo Bills versus the Ravens, and I need to see that offensive line play physical, mean like they did against Denver, and I need the same from the defensive line. I have to have that because they are going, especially from the defensive line, because they're going to try to repeat what they did in the regular season with Derrick Henry just running and pretty running us over, put it that way. And we cannot have that happen. We cannot let that happen because it's a snowball effect. And you guys saw what they did to us earlier in the season. Once Derrick Henry broke off a 80-yard run, it was downhill from there, right? We were down 17 just like that. And you cannot be down that many points in the NFL and expect to come back. It's just, it's a very tough thing to do. And we have really, we've struggled to come back in those, games like that. Look at the Rams. We made a game of it, but down 10 against the Rams, I think we were at one point. Down 17 to the Baltimore Ravens. We kind of made a comeback, but you can't play like that, and especially in the playoffs. So we need to start off strong and finish strong, right? Strike first, strike hard, no mercy. We have to play that way against the Baltimore Ravens, or we will be, clearing out our lockers Sunday night, and we don't want to do that. So, Bills Mafia, man, I'm going to do a stock up, stock down video later today as well. So go ahead and leave your comments below. Bills Mafia, I love you, and as always, go Bills. I'm out of here. Peace. Oh, by the way, we'll be going live tonight at 9. Mikey is at a dinner meeting, so I will have Jarek on as special co-host tonight. So you don't want to miss that either. All right, guys. Bills Mafia, I love you, and as always, go Bills. I'm out of here. Peace. Peace.
Ah.